And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Good luck, my dog.
On the first down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, who said they saw me hit my drill?
What?
Who said they saw me hit my drill?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
What the fuck? Everybody's tired.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And getting this
slow ass trash. Slow ass trash.
For 11 and a first down.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, Steve. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Brissett. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Brissett. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First down, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down throw for Brissett. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 10. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Riley Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We got 4. We got 4.
Running with Kamara. Yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Let's go. Number 5. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Line 59. Line 59.
To throw, Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 47. Anyway. Check 24. Check 24. Undercross.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Reset. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Brissett. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
X3, 218, chop. Get it.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Alex Anzalone showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
57 Mike. 57 Mike. I don't think you got it.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there.
On 2nd and inches, Brissett. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Saints have taken the lead. Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On the double. 51. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Christian Travis.
Back to throw. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down. On the set. Mike 51. I'm trying to collect.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, Brissett. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. Finding Hardman here over the middle. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go one more.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
Got it. 52 jet bombers. 52 jet bombers. Check now. Check now. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 18 Gator. He's coming. Blue draw Corker.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, high 7. Mike 51.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Thank you.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Brissett to throw on first. Nowhere to go.
Get that shit. Oh my gosh,
And a
man.
little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't
Give
able
us
to
a
get it
break.
back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Thank you. Out for the fucking
amount of
game.
sacks that they've absorbed in this game
And the
is
rest of the
absolutely
season.
extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I know he ain't got it.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Jesus Christ, man. This nigga just killed me. This nigga killed me. Wow.
That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards.
Killed me.
And it's second and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Panther first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
Oh my gosh, bro. This nigga,
Trying
bro.
to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Charlie. Look, squeeze.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas.
Oh my God, what are you doing? That's a pick.
Really helped there.
Oh my God, that's a pick.
It's just 2nd down. Despite the lead
That's
here
a
in the 4th,
pick.
they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit
Oh,
on this lead at all.
come
To me,
on,
it raises
Jeff.
The question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
What?
He's taken down for a sack. Back in the
Let's go.
47-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to
Get
go.
that shit.
Lost the football.
Get that shit. Oh my God.
Picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover for this 10-point. And this is intercepted.
What the fuck was that? Where the fuck were you throwing the ball at, bro? You just fucked my shit up. Oh my god, that was all I needed. Damn, man. The fuckery is real. The fuckery is real, bro.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get
Give me
their
the ball
drive
back one time.
3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Come on, man.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now on first down, it's Washington again. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Brissett looks to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Saints, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's some fucking bullshit. Can't even lie.